Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 9th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, this week, I'm back on Instant Go, the app. So if you want a short reading with me, you can get one of those in the link in the description below. But let's see what is going on for you. Choices to make this week for sure. A lot of people have had choices to make, so that makes a lot of sense to me. For you, looks like a really good week, though. So I like to see that. You have the Queen of Diamonds coming up first. Could be an earth sign person in your life. You do have a lot of love cards here, so it could be love in the form of an earth sign. To me, this is a card of choices, having some sort of choice to make at this time. This card always says, make the hard choice, which has been the story for Pisces for a long time now. We definitely need to, kind of make a hard decision at this time, probably to take our lives in a new direction. And again, it's like with everybody else at this time, I do feel like we have to leave behind some sort of comfort in our lives, and or some sort of situation that we find comfortable that maybe makes us money as well. Maybe it's like leaving one job for something else that's maybe a little bit more uncertain. So again, I feel like this is happening to a lot of people, not just Pisces, but this card does say go towards the difficulty because it will be better. Next, Ace of Hearts, very good card for love. Can represent traveling for love, new love coming in, existing love getting better, pretty much anything. It is a card of your emotions overflowing and being really happy this week as well. I do feel like it's like a good month for Pisces, and again, maybe it's a little bit more difficult for everybody else, but I kind of feel like Pisces is going to be pretty much okay for the month of July, even with all the retrogrades and stuff going on. So that's good, and again, I feel like this is just saying general sense of happiness for Pisces at this time. Next, Five of Hearts. There has been a lot of like jealousy and stuff going around this week, so I'd say just ignore jealous people. This can also represent the birth of a new relationship, or it can just represent like the beginning of a relationship at this time. On top of all that, it does say that you need to kind of like focus on getting things started at this time. Is kind of the message is coming in, kind of a weird message, but I feel like maybe a lot of Pisces like start things and they don't finish them. This card says there's something you're working on that you need to finish at this time, and don't let it just fizzle out into nothing. So that's what I would say there. Next, Jack of Diamonds. Definitely could be love coming in for you again. I do feel like Earth is really good with Pisces right now, so if an Earth sign comes in for you, this could be very good. Could be a relationship you're already in with an Earth sign, so that's good as well. This can also represent anxiety around money, or you do end with the Seven of Diamonds, so fears about money, and these are probably old fears that you just need to let go of. Next, Eight of Diamonds. Pay attention to the details, for sure. Us Pisces, right, we're not very good at paying attention to the details sometimes. This card says pay attention to all the details of everything that you're doing. Paperwork, work, pretty much anything that you could be doing, because this card can represent like beginner mistakes. It is a very good card. It does represent material success on the horizon, so money coming in the future, and even it could represent something you're working on now turning into like gold, turning into a lot of money in the future. But it does say pay attention to all the details and be very careful with like all the stuff that you're doing. But this also represents potential for great success just in general. So it could be in a relationship, business, money, pretty much anything. So as long as you're paying attention to the details is what I would say. Next, Six of Clubs, card of success. I love this card a lot. Card of moving forward in the right direction. It's also a card of kind of like stepping up and taking the initiative, making something happen and taking charge. Pisces doesn't have this here, but a lot of people have been having like kings and stuff like that this week, which can represent needing to be an authority and needing to step up into an authority. What I would say is Queen of Diamonds, your first card here, could represent needing to take on more responsibility. This card is a card of burdens, and it can represent letting go of burdens, but it can actually represent adding more of a burden onto your life. Burdens don't have to be a bad thing. It could be some sort of new responsibility. Maybe it's a lot of work, or maybe it's like extra work in your life, but it could represent, something that is quite significant that brings in a lot of money or something like that. Next, Ace of Diamonds. Again, very good card for money and new money coming in. Another card that does represent facing some sort of fear in some way to become successful. So again, stepping up into some sort of responsible position is a word that I will use. And it is a card of like potential for success as well, kind of like that Ace of Diamonds. It doesn't say you will be successful, it just says, there's a lot of potential here for you to be successful. It's also a card called the Sun in the Lenormand card reading system, so more kind of like of a message here of needing to really pay attention to things that are going on for you at this time. Great card for love, by the way. and a great card for opportunities. So needing to pay attention to new opportunities. It literally represents, again, the sun. The sun rises, right? So it, the Ace of Diamonds talks about rising opportunities, new things that are coming out. With us Pisces here, with Uranus there in Taurus, I think it's really important financially, especially if you're one of those Pisces with Taurus in the second house. We need to be paying attention to like new technologies, new whatever. If you work in social media, new social media that comes out over the next 8 years, anything like that could be very profitable for us. And finally, Seven of Diamonds, trust your intuition. As a Pisces, I've been guilty my whole life of not trusting my intuition. I feel like everybody says Pisces is like the most intuitive. I think we are like guilty of not trusting our intuition. I mean, how many times have you like thought about something or had some sort of idea, you don't go with it, and then it turns into something that could have been great. So don't ignore those intuitive hits that you get this week. Definitely looks like a good week for you. Like I said, a lot more positive than other people, so that's nice. But it looks good. What was I going to say? Yeah, it just looks good. I'd say very strong focus on work and money. But anyway, thank you for watching and enjoy your week.